What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for what are we, June 6th, 2020. So yes, guys, this is a Saturday and we do have a lot of news. I'll be honest, DH Games, they're doing amazing, getting us information early, getting us what we need to know. Pretty much all the complaints we've had about events, especially big events, they're kind of fixing over the course of Q&As, early teasers and releases. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying the steady stream of information instead of just like waiting until Thursday and getting all of it all at the same time. So yeah, I'm liking it. But let's go over what we know about the events coming up next week for the first week of anniversary and then the second week. So let's start off. So we got this little picture right here pretty much showing us what is happening what week. First week, we have Heroic Summoning Event, which will have the new Dark Hero Drake, which we will go over him in just a little bit here. But Drake, the Dark Assassin Hero, will be the Heroic Summoning Award. Do I like that? Not necessarily. I kind of wish it was the light one, but it does sound like you do have a chance to get him for free still, the light hero that is, but we'll get to that. You also have the Altar Exchange event, the special anniversary event, which is lighting up hero frames. This is very similar to one of the events we had last year, where for veteran players, it's really good because if you already have most of the heroes lit up in your little Pokedex that we call it, you know, you should be set. Should be very easy, they said, to complete. So that's great. Plus, there are more unrevealed events for the first week as well. So man, I can't wait. It sounds like they're going to make this very worthwhile. Kind of makes it sound like it's not going to be very paywall-y either if you have saves. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And then the second week of events, we have Prophet Orb event. I don't know if we got confirmation if the light hero will be in Prophet Orbs or not. I'm almost thinking no, since he's not coming out with the Heroic Scrolls, but we'll have to see. We'll have to wait to get more information on that. We will have the Heroic Miracle, and of course, we'll have a special Dragon Boat Festival special event, which is also, I guess, like wine cooking on raft or whatever it says in this infographic. So, I mean, it is what it is. You can see in this picture right here all the currencies. So, you can see at the bottom of the left and right columns here, that looks like the currency that we're going to have for each of those events. So that is great. Same as last year. Last year we had two different currencies for the first week and the second week. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. There are some things we need to go over as well as in the heroes. So the Light Ranger is called Russell. It's an interesting name. Not what I would expect a god from the heavens essentially to be, but Russell Russell is a Light Ranger hero. He has a couple things that they have teased. One is Arrow of Light. Deals multiple follow-up attacks on one go. So that makes me sound like his basic attack hits multiple times and maybe multiple targets as well. We'll have to see. The really interesting thing here is charged shots. They said it's a completely new mechanic and it's not revealed yet. I mean, the only thing I can think, and again, just remember this part right here, complete speculation on my behalf. This is me speculating. New mechanic. Who's the oppressive hero in PvP right now? Carry. What would stop Carry? A hero that doesn't use energy and has a different attack mechanic? Maybe they alternate between a basic and an active or something like that. I don't know. That's just me guessing. Especially since the light hero is going to be on the special event and not heroic summons, which means he might be harder to get for some people. Completely new mechanic, not revealed. I mean, to me, that just screams no energy bar. Just no energy bar. He just rotates through a couple different styles of attacks. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I feel like that would hard counter Carry so hard. I mean, I guess it might just be me wishing and hoping. Me thinking, oh, maybe that's what it is, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. That's just my little speculation. It's why I love doing these news videos so much for you guys. And then, of course, we have the Dark Assassin hero Drake, which is going to be in the Heroic Summoning event. So he has 2 abilities released so far. First one is Black Hole Mark. So another mark in the game, which marks can go through Unbending Will. That's kind of important here. Not sure if he's going to be great in PvP. Does sound like he's going to be good in PvE, but Black Hole accumulates damage taken on the target and triggers after a number of turns, dealing accumulated damage. So again, another one there's a lot of speculation going around because we just have basic information. My guess, my speculation right here, guys, is that it is a mark. It could potentially be good in PvP depending on how many targets it hits. And what it does is, instead of targets taking damage immediately, like just imagine you have Terra on your team and Terra hits everybody, every single attack. Instead of them taking the damage, it accumulates and builds into that mark. And then after, say, 2 to 3 turns, that mark essentially explodes, dealing damage. I mean, that might not sound good, right? Especially with Purify being able to get rid of marks, so might not be great in PvP, but one thing to consider is mark damage goes through Unbending Will. If you stack up enough damage, you can just one-shot people straight through Unbending, just like Garuda does. Could be good. That does sound very good in PvE, though, just accumulating all the damage and then probably adds more damage to it as well when it explodes based on like his percent attack or something like that. It sounds like he could be pretty good in PvE. Kind of makes me scared to see what that could do with Delacium too. GDP, get on that. And then, of course, the second one is Defense Disintegration. So it lowers the enemy's defensive stat and boosts allies against those targets. So it essentially armor penetration, it sounds like. Yeah, sounds like it's armor penetration. So not too bad. I have high hopes for the Light Ranger. I really hope the Light Ranger is a god tier unit. The Dark Assassin sounds like a PvE hero in my opinion. You never know, he might be good in Sealand too. Might be another addition, but we'll have to see. Hopefully the Light Ranger really helps out Light Sealand, because right now Light Sealand is by far the hardest faction to do. Because if you haven't seen it, go over to Reddit. We have people clearing Sealand 20 in Shadow, which is 4 heroes, so that's not too bad. It's not a full lineup. I mean, technically you can do that in Light too, but it takes a lot of RNG. A lot of RNG, so that's pretty good as far as the heroes go. We have Guild Wars rework, but I'm not going to go over that in this video. There is a ton of information. We're going to make a completely separate video about the Guild Wars revamp because there is so much happening. It's not even going to look anything like it does right now. It sounds pretty fun. Sounds pretty fun. We also have a new content, I guess you could say, called the Time Rift, but it's basically just an in-game wiki page type thing. So it'll contain information on all the different mechanics in the game, all the different modes, things like that. So the Guild Wars information, it should go live June, mid-June, maybe late June for us. It sounds like it's going live immediately on the Chinese Tap servers, but I think we'll get it for the rest of us later in the month. The Time Rift should be coming up in the second half of 2020, so it's a ways away. And then we also have a Trial of Champion rework, which should come out in July. What that is, though, is players will be matched within their level range within the same OS. So instead of being part of your server clusters, things like that, it'll be across everything. Pretty much like you get fights in Brave's Trial now, things like that. You'll be getting matches that are close to your level. So not necessarily your actual power of your team, but your level. There's a new substitute team mechanic. So it sounds like you're only going to need 2 lineups now. Because what it says is where players can set a substitute team of 6 heroes on top of their main hero, or their main hero lineup of 6 heroes. So that's 12 instead of the 18 you need right now. So what happens is when your main team fully dies, the substitute team comes into battle. And due to this, the fights are going to be much longer, most likely. The 15-round limit is completely removed in Trial of Champion. I can't wait to see this. They say more information is to come. Yes. I love the changes they're making, guys. I love it, love it, love it. And it'll be great for other people, too, because I mean, if you're a weaker player, you don't have to worry about fighting these overpowered teams or these overpowered teams just farming you. So I think this is good for everybody. It's great for competition, everything. And then we do have some information from the Chinese WeChat Q&A. So a lot of it is similar to the Reddit one that we had the other day. But yeah, we'll just highlight those real quick. They're considering friendly battles with guildmates, no hero reworks. The new Guild Wars, we didn't go into it, but they're going to offer new actual PvP frames. So we'll have to see how that works out. They said no plans for legendary skins yet, so not sure what that really is talking about. Probably they're talking about swapping skins again like they had at Halloween, but we'll have to see. The whole creation circle summoning shards is just not coming back. It's a coding issue. They can't do it, so no point talking about that. They're considering adding cross-server friends list, which is cool. They will add more PvE bosses, but they still need time. That's the same as yesterday. It's going to be a ways off, so that's not anything to really talk about. They are adding more quality of life updates targeting low VIP players. Don't know if that touches free to play as well, but definitely low VIP levels, which is amazing. They're still working on getting the gear and enable skill setups like the presets that you can switch between. Still trying to figure that out as far as the game goes. Multiple copies, this one's big, multiple copies of the Light Hero are attainable with good luck. I'm hoping that means 9. I'm hoping we can get 9. Because let's be honest, if we can't get 9 of the Light Hero, that's going to feel so bad. But they did say that you can swap with the Palace of Eternity, the crystals we got from the Sherlock event. If you did the whole 2,000 scrolls and paid money, you can swap for both the light and the dark hero. So that's good as well. Let's see. They're considering changing the free heroic scroll to sync with the reset timer. Anniversary profit orbs will be 80 profit orbs. So heroic scrolls, 500 scrolls per loop, 80 profit orbs per loop full. So just basic normal event. That's great. The anniversary will have dummy rewards as well, which is great. The anniversary special event with lighting the avatars, the Pokedex thing we're talking about, is supposed to be easy. It should be for a lot of players. New players, maybe not. A lot of players, yeah. The light hero will not be in the heroic scroll pool, so you cannot pull the light hero. There is no new monster in the works for anniversary, and Guild Wars will still retain the existing reward structure. But of course, you can get the frames as well. So, whew, that was a lot of information, guys. We're gonna have to break this down as the days go on, and definitely check out either today or tomorrow for a video on the Guild Wars rework, because there's like a giant paragraph of information going on for that. So we'll have to see how it is, but I'm excited. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think about the event so far, what we hear. A little disappointed about the light hero, but as long as we can get 9 copies, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. I'll see you guys in the stream very shortly, and I'll see you guys next time.